So this is really just a vibe exchange, I guess. We're just chilling on a log. I really like coming out into random kind of nature areas. I mean, like, there's a road right over there, so it's not like it's super far away or anything, but it's more of just like, I literally was just walking on the side of the road, and then I was like, oh, there's woods. Let's go see what's in them. So what I was thinking about talking about is, there was a couple of ideas that I had. So I had one idea of the third eye, but I also have an idea of talking about angelic or spiritual guides and beings beyond this dimension. So I'll go into both of them because they kind of like correlate with each other. So there's a recognizing that you have inside of yourself that happens at some point where you realize that this manifestation is your manifestation, and what you experience is yours, meaning your experience of this lifetime is what it is for you, and it's your projection, your consciousness, your life, your experience. So through seeing this, what happens is you recognize that everything is connected to your consciousness somehow. That really your projection of what you're seeing outside is making what you're seeing outside of you. And for a lot of people, this can be kind of scary because it mystifies everything. It also kind of like it takes away the solidity of reality. So it makes your reality start to dissolve in a way. Not fully or completely, but your concept of it will start to dissolve. When that starts to happen, then portals or realms are opened up inside of your consciousness, and you start to see things that you normally wouldn't see. Sometimes visually, normally there has to be a large break in the aura in order for somebody to have visual kind of hallucinations or things like that, but they're not really like hallucinations. It's more of like projections of consciousness, known as hallucinations, I guess. But like the thing is though that these kind of portals open up in your aura based on your perception breaking down, and then you start to see through the veils of existence. And what veils existence is the Maya, or the kind of like actual illusion of reality itself. And what happens is that you see that reality is an illusion in its own self, and it's real to you because you're experiencing it, but as soon as the experience is over, then it was just as fleeting or not real as a dream. And then through that you recognize that there's a more vast realm of existence past physical reality. So when you start to see that, and you start to recognize that not only as being a mental idea that you have inside of your mind, but also you start to see it as being a tangible reality for yourself, then what's known as the third eye starts to open. And what that is it's a way of seeing things that is beyond the normal capacity of a human being. And the reason is because the normal capacity of a human being is, when I say normal capacity, what I mean is that the average human being is not putting the direction of their consciousness towards these things. So they're not experiencing them for themselves. They're directing their consciousness towards the physical and the world, and therefore experiencing more of the physical illusion or the actual idea of physicality itself, and then perpetuating it in order to build this state of solidity for themselves so that they can have some sort of reason to live beyond the beauty of the infinite creator. there's a folly with that, you know, because like there's always going to be a search. You're going to be searching all the time and you're never finding anything, because what you're looking for is not in the physical the way that you think it is. What you're looking for is the love and light of the infinite creator, not the acts or the kinds of like activities that show you glimpses of that. So you're trying to find this space of love that is permeating through everything, not just through specific activities or ideas or states of being or people or any of that kind of stuff. So you start to see and recognize yourself as a sovereign being, and that you are whole and complete by yourself, and that you need nothing else in this life, because you are everything. You are literally all of your experience. And this is the third eye awakening. So once you start to realize this, then you start to see that spirit guides and angelic entities and presences are all portions of consciousness. They're all portions of your own consciousness. And whatever it is that you're projecting to it, whatever it is that you project into it of what it is to you, it will become. So everybody's experience of spirit and spirit guides and different angels and entities like that are all different, because people believe them all to be different. And if you don't have a belief in any of these things and you still experience it, then that's kind of the best situation that you can have, because your connotation of it is not solidified at that point. So what that means is that you're able to see it more clearly for what it actually is, which is just a loving presence of energy being manifest through a specific energy form that's being presented to you as a portion of the infinite love of the Creator. And these portions of the infinite love of the Creator are just more attuned to the frequency of love and light. Light being information or wisdom, love being the permeation of love through the infinite cosmos. And then through the connecting to these beings or these portions of love and light, then you experience love and light inside of yourself to a particular degree. The deeper the connection is that you have with this thing or this entity, the deeper the levels of love that it will share with you. But also recognize that on one level, yes, it is something sharing something with you, but on another level, it is a portion of your own consciousness giving you a part of your own self that was there the whole time. You are, in fact, angelic in your own right or self, meaning like you are, when you subtract this ego, no matter who it is, you are a spirit, you are a loving spirit presence of God or of infinite consciousness, no matter what. And everybody is. It's just how far have they distanced themselves from that understanding or knowledge inside of themselves, and how much have they solidified themselves into this reality that they're experiencing right now. How much do they believe their memories and their projections to be true, as opposed to what they've experienced in the physical or in the etheric or whatever, as their personal experience. So like how much of their experience is intellectual and ideas about what they're experiencing, and then how much of their experience is actual personal experience of some specific thing. So it's like, some people have ideas of what angels are, they have ideas of what spirits are or deities are or any of these things, but until they've actually experienced the touch of an angel or the touch of a deity or the experience of that, then they really have no reference to what it actually is. They just have ideas. And those ideas are often very distorted and very distant from what reality is. For me, what it is just like, it's like these like bursts of such powerful, beautiful love. Like it'll make me start to just weep, these tears of absolute joy and beauty and love and light, because I can feel and I just know that there is an energy being presented to me that is absolutely radiantly beautiful, and like I literally just melt into it and I just love it. And as soon as I felt that for the first time, it literally was just, that was it. All the substances that I'd ever done in my life, all of the people that I've ever experienced in my life, all of that, any of that stuff, it didn't matter at that point, because the love that I experienced was so powerful as compared, that I recognized and realized that that love is inside of me, and that love is me. It may have been presented from an external source, but that external source was actually just a reflection of the internal me that was closer to God than what I thought that I was. And then once I recognized that, then I started to be that presence that I was experiencing. And therefore it bleeds over to all other experiences around me, because I start to, through personal experience, not only believe in the existence of these emotional states of ecstasy and happiness and bliss. I not only believe that they're possible to experience all the time, but I am experiencing it a lot of the time. I'm still trying to get to a point where it's all the time, but like, there's no point in trying to do that in the first place either, because I recognize that like bliss is the acceptance of everything. So it's like, I don't need to try anymore to do anything like that. It's just, that's just how it is. It's just what it is. And so I don't judge any of the emotions that I'm experiencing, even like the lower ones or any of that kind of stuff, because the lower ones just show me where I'm not at. And as soon as I recognize that, then they become higher emotions too. And then so really what it is just a process of completely letting go of all the kind of connotations that you have to the emotional states and the feelings that you have coming through you, and an allowance of just whatever is. And when that happens, then you experience bliss. And then when you start to experience the bliss, then you start to open up to new realms of existence without fear, because you realize that you can fall into the arms of the loving kindness of the mother, and that she will protect you, and she will love you, and she will hold you, and she will caress you, and she will rock you back and forth until you literally fall asleep in her beautiful arms. And this is all there. It will happen if you just allow yourself to become an infant again. Allow yourself to experience that vulnerability, that deep surrender into love and into the arms of love itself, of divine energy expressed through whatever way that you experience that expression. The third eye is different than what you think it is, you know? It's something that is, it's just a vision. It's just an opening up of your mind to seeing that what you thought reality was only one tiny, tiny, tiny fractal of a sliver of one energy expressed for one tiny, minute amount of time. Once you open up your mind or expand your mind, you realize that time is an illusion. There's infinite time. Don't worry about it. You're doing what you need to do. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything's okay. We're gonna make it. God bless you all. I love you.